नमः। हरिः ओम्। श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। श्रीसरस्वत्यै नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वम् अवाङ्मानसगोचरं रक्तशुक्लप्रभामिश्रम् अतर्क्यं त्रैपुरं महः। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। सीतादेवी युतं वीरं सर्वभूषणभूषितं पितृभक्तं हरिं ध्यायेत् अयोध्याकाण्ड उत्तमे। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान। Jai Śrī Rāma everyone. Okay. Till now we talked about like how Śrī Rāma, Sītā, Lakshmana, okay, they reached Gangā river, the banks of the Gangā river, and there Srīngaberapura. In the Srīngaberapura, it is the kingdom of Nishadas, and Guha is the ruler, and Guha is a great devotee as well as a great friend of Śrī Rāma. And what Lakshmana and Guha talked about, that also we covered. Today we are going to talk about GANGÆTARABINAM. GANGÆTARABINAM meaning they are on the banks of Gangā now, right? So let us all travel there. We are all near Gangā now along with them. Okay, now they are going to make plan how to cross. Taranam meaning cross the Gangā. So the night ended, they were sleeping, right? Like on the grass bed, Śrī Rāma and Sītā, they were lying down. And here on the foot of another tree, Lakshmana, Guha, Sumantra, they were all there. And they were all the ministers and all, they were all there. Guha's ministers, minister meaning Guha's ministers and Guha's relatives and his army, they were all there a little far. Everybody was guarding like that. Okay, that is the situation. The night ended and the dawn arrived. And they performed the required worship, morning worship to the devatas, obviously after taking a bath in Gangā. Śrī Rāma, Sītā, Lakshmana, they did that. And highly illustrious Śrī Rāma, who has a broad chest, he spoke to Sumitra's son Lakshmana now, who was endowed with auspicious body marks. And Lakshmana has auspicious body marks that we will come across all the time. Okay, now he is saying it is almost, sun did not rise yet. Okay, it is almost time of sunrise, and the Bhagavati night has departed. Oh dear brother, the blackbird Kokila, it is singing beautifully. Okay, like that it is singing there. And they could hear, and the peacocks, they are shrilling in the forest. Oh gentle one, let us quickly cross the Janhavi. If you remember Janhavi, bless you. Janhavi is another name for Gangā, because it came out of the ear of the Jahnu Maharshi. Remember that, what we learned in the Gangā, in the Balakanda. Okay. and it runs through the Janhavi which runs towards the sea. We have to cross that Janhavi river. So please make the necessary arrangements like that. He was speaking with Lakshmana. And Saumitri is also another name for Lakshmana, who is a joy to his friends. He has been talking to Guha till now, right? And then he understood Śrī Rāma's words and informed Guha. He looked at Guha and said, you heard what Śrī Rāma said. You heard what Anna said, like that Śrī Rāma said. So let us, and as well as the charioteer also, about his elder brother's intention in front of Śrī Rāma. And then he said, did you hear Guha? You understand my brother's intention, right? Then Guha listened to Śrī Rāma's command and speedily he summoned his ministers. He asked his ministers to come. I told you, Guha is not this kind of guy, very thin guy that they show in the movies. I want you to imagine somebody who is really, really big, who is very strong and very capable king, like that. Okay, just he is dressed in different clothes because he is the king of the forest. He is a Nishada, that's the reason why. And he ordered them, said, quickly bring a beautiful and stout boat. Duly, it has to be equipped with oars and helmsmen. Helmsmen meaning people who know which way they have to direct the boat in order for them to reach their destination. It's like they are like the directors. And people who are boatsmen are the people who have the oars in their hands and they try to row the boat. Okay, so there were many helmsmen also and oars people also, boatmen also in that boat. Okay, bring that to the landing place. You cannot bring just boat to where they are, right? You have to. There is a place where it can be parked on the water. It's like that, right? So he asked them to bring that kind of boat, and it's a very big one, beautiful one, stout one, and by which Śrī Rāma can cross the river easily. We have to bring that kind of boat, like that. He commanded them, and hearing the command of Guha, the great ministers of Guha, they went and they brought a charming boat to the landing place, and they reported the matter to Guha. Then Guha, he immediately came and with joined palms he said to Śrī Rāma, O Deva, the boat is ready. Okay, what more shall I do for you? O tiger among men, here is a boat that is brought for you. Get into it promptly, O observer of noble voice. Like that he said. And then the exceptionally glorious Śrī Rāma, thereupon he spoke to Guha. He said, you accomplished my desire. I wanted a boat. I want to cross the river. So you got that. And now he is saying, make Sītā sit in the boat and also place the bundle that has all her ornaments and clothes also there. And they always have to be with her. Like that, Śrī Rāma said. Like he is giving many more instructions. Generally, let us come a little far away and try to understand. Generally, there are some ornaments that a woman should wear all the time. Okay. Generally, a married woman means there should be kankanas around her hands all the time. Okay, kankanas meaning bangles. Bangles meaning generally gold bangles. They talk about gold bangles, not these kind of bangles. Okay, okay. And then the waist belt, they have to wear that also. And then the necklaces, meaning the Mangala Sutra, that kind of thing. And the kundalas, the earrings, they should never remove. Okay, these are all auspicious for a married woman. These are very, very auspicious things. And then golden nupuras. Nupuras meaning on the foot, okay, on top of the foot, there are certain things there are certain ornaments that people wear, which joins to the, from the anklets to there, it's on that part, okay, that is called nupura. And golden anklets, okay, etc., which are on her, okay, they are always on her body all the time. And there are many more ornaments that are also there in that bundle, which she wears occasionally, like that. Like they say that for every week there is a different kind of thing, and maybe matching jewelry, all these kind of things also there along with her. So I want you to understand these are the important ornaments that one has to wear all the time, like that. Okay. And now in Markandeya Purana also it is said that wearing gold on our feet will actually causes happiness in home and increases. Actually it is said that it gives you Gruha Saukhyam. According to Padmakar Guru Garu, that's what he said. Okay, you can check in the point also. Some people say, oh, below the waist you could not wear. No, it's not like that. Lakshmi Devi should not go on top of your head like that. In this kind of, in the Brahmarantram, she should not be there like that. That is one point. But here and all, she can be there. And till the bottom. But we should not actually try to treat it with disrespect. That is one thing we have to know. And then, now he said, Lakshmana and I. Now Śrī Rāma is saying, now we will come back. Okay, Lakshmana and I will be on each of her side. We will be sitting on each of her side, and the boat has to be an appropriate one. So please have everything placed in that boat quickly, like that Rama said. Now Śri Rāma and Lakshmana, they also equipped themselves. They put the armor also and the fastened some weapons they kept. Okay, they fastened their quivers and swords also they kept, and they wielding the bows and all. And then they kept all of the things also there. They just checked them and kept them there like that. And then some they wore and they carried. And Sītā went towards the landing place, followed by others. They were trying to, slowly they were going towards the landing place. It's not just like that you can jump and go. You have to walk towards that place. Now the charioteer, remember Sumantra, right? Okay, he humbly approached Sri Rama, who is knowledgeable in dharma, and with joined palms he said, "What shall I do now?" The son of Dasharatha, and now he touched Sumantra with his auspicious right hand. This is auspicious right hand. Now the Sri Rama touched Sumantra with his right hand and said and replied to him, "O Sumantra, you should come till here only. From now onwards, you have your own way to follow. You have to go on your own way. And now you have to return speedily to the king's presence and do not lose your presence of mind." Okay, ministers are supposed to have their presence of mind. They are supposed to be very, very clever, and they should know what to say, at what time, how much to say, what not to say. Everything they have to be knowledgeable, right? So now, because of why is he saying do not lose your presence of mind? Because of the sorrow. Now he has to leave Rama. Okay, so he will get more sorrowful. When Rama is going away physically like that, he will feel sorrow, and Rama knows that. So he is saying, do not lose your presence of mind, and please return. And he also added, you did this much service to me, Sumantra. We shall leave the chariot now, okay, and we will go to the Dandaka forest on foot from now onwards. From now onwards, we'll walk after crossing the Ganga. And Sumantra was distressed to find himself dismissed. Now, till now, Sumantra felt important, okay. Now, till now he felt all the people were saying, oh, please don't take him, Sumantra and all. Now he was feeling till then like he was so attached to Rama. Now Rama is telling, now your job is done, you have to go back. And he felt so distressed to find himself dismissed. And he submitted to Raghava. He said, no one can cross the destiny that has brought this exile to the forest on you with your consort and your brother like a common man. No one can cross that kind of destiny which came on you. Now, not getting angry, observing brahmacharya, studying Vedas, being gentle and kind, even when adversity comes upon you, and living in the forest along with Sītā and Lakshmana, O Raghava, you have all these qualities, right? You are doing all of this. And because of this, you will surely attain the same exalted position as the one who conquered all the worlds. You will get that kind of position because you never got angry. You always observe brahmacharya and you studied Vedas, and always studying also, and being gentle and kind. And even when something bad comes upon you, still you will not react in that manner. You keep your balance. And now you are living in the forest, because of which you will get a great position now. O Sri Rama, we are actually unfortunate and ruined as we are abandoned by you. Now you are going away, so we are ruined. And we shall surely suffer under the sway of that sinful Kaikeyi and reap suffering. Like that Sumantra said. Thus Sumantra, he wept for a long time there, stricken with sorrow. And when his tears dried up, the charioteer sipped some water and purified himself. Anybody remembers who did this before?
Kausalya.
Excellent job, Akshara. Good job. Kausalya also did the same thing. When you cry, you become impure. Okay, you become impure. So you need to drink some water. You need to do some achamana, Keshavaya Namaha. Then what happens? Then you can, whatever the words, that auspicious words that you are going to say, they will have the effect. They'll show their effect. So that's the reason why Sri Rama also, now the charioteer sipped some water and purified himself. And then Sri Rama, he spoke in sweet words to Sumantra again and again. Now, he's crying like that, right? And he's he's so old. Everybody knows he's older than Dasharatha. He knows so many things and all, right? He has been there from Kruta Yuga like that. So Rama is trying to pacify him again and again. He said, I do not perceive anyone who is as great as a friend of the Ikshvakus as you are. Okay, you are the greatest friend that Ikshvakus can have, Sumantra. Okay, you are not only a minister, but you are also a great friend. Now, here, we should remember the fact that Sumantra never needed permission in order to go into Ikshvaku king's internal apartments, right? He always went into the Antapura directly without any waiting. Nobody stopped him. He has that kind of, that is why he is a great friend. And now Śrī Rāma is saying, please act in a way that King Dasharatha, he may not lament for me. Okay, he should not cry, feel sorrow for me, sorrow because of me. And then the emperor is not only confused in his mind now because of his grief. Not only that, he is aged too. He knows that he is very, very old now. He has 60,000 and something years old like that. And now his own set of, now not only that, he has his own set of unfulfilled desires now. Everybody knows his unfulfilled desire, right? He could not install Śrī Rāma on the throne. That is his unfulfilled desire. And so hence, that is why I am telling you this, Sumantra. Whatever or however the great souled emperor might command you, okay, do so. If he is saying it with the intent to oblige Kaikeyi, then do it. Please do it without any hesitation. Does not matter. Okay, you have to do whatever emperor is saying. So kings rule their kingdoms with an intent that their will must be carried out and may not be crossed in any undertaking. So this is another political science thing that we are learning here. What? Kings or rulers, let us take it like that, rule their kingdoms or governments, let us say, with an intent that their will must be carried out. Okay, and it may not be crossed in any kind of undertaking. It should not ever be gone against. You have to follow the rules of the king. Okay, so O Sumantra, handle everything in such a way that the emperor does not get displeased. The emperor should not get displeased, and nor does he get distressed with grief. Okay, at the same time he should not be displeased and he should not feel sorrowful. Okay, make sure of that. He is old and he conquered all his senses. Dasharatha conquered. I mean, he is not saying Dasharatha, the father or king, he is talking like that. Please greet the venerable king. Now he is giving, Śrī Rāma is giving his message. Remember this message, because we are going to go through different details before that, and we don't want to forget this. Now he said, please, he has never, that king, he has never known suffering. He never suffered. So make this submission on my behalf. On my behalf, give him this message. Neither I, nor Lakshmana, nor Sītā. Okay? Neither I, nor Lakshmana, nor Sītā, we feel sorry that we have been uprooted from Ayodhya. We do not feel sorry at all because we are uprooted from Ayodhya. And we are going to live in the forest. For that reason, we do not feel unhappy at all. And once 14 years are completed, you will see Lakshmana, me and Sītā to return. We will come back very, very soon. Like that, he gave the message. Now he is telling it to Sumantra again. Oh Sumantra, say this to the king and also my mother, as well as other queens along with Sumitra, Kaikeyi as well. There are so many, if you remember, 350 queens are there, right? So remember that. To all of them say that. Now convey my salutations to Kausalya's feet. Go do namaskara to Kausalya's feet, or my salutations, Śrī Rāma's, and say that I am in good health. Okay, then convey salutations at her feet on behalf of Sītā also, and also of Lakshmana, like that. And then also submit to the emperor. Convey our salutations to the emperor also. And then say to him, this is Rama's words to the emperor through Sumantra. Remember this. Rama's words to the emperor through Sumantra. So please bring Bharata soon and install him on the throne once he returns as intended. And once, he is telling it to Dasharatha directly, once you embrace Bharata, once you go and give a hug to Bharata and get him installed as Prince Regent, okay, the agony caused by the hurt on our account will no longer empower you. So this is Śrī Rāma's message to Dasharatha, that once Bharata comes and you make him the king and you give a hug to Bharata, then all the agony that is caused by sending us to you sent us to the forest, like that you are feeling the sorrow, right? That will no longer overpower you once you do that. Like that, I said. Now Bharata should also be encouraged. You should also, now he is telling the emperor, Bharata should also be encouraged in the following words. You should behave towards all your mothers. Okay, now these words are for Bharata. Okay, this is for Bharata that Rama is telling through Sumantra. You should behave towards all your mothers without distinction in the same way as you do towards the king. Even as Kaikeyi and Sumitra, they are also equally worthy of respect to you. More so is my mother, Queen Kausalya. Kausalya is also same way, she is more worthy of your respect. So you can thrive happily if you accept the position of Prince Regent with the intention of pleasing our father. So if Bharata says, no, I don't want the position, now Sri Rama's message to him is, respect everybody, okay, treat them all without any difference, and more respect towards Queen Kausalya, and also accept the position of Prince Regent to please our father. For that purpose, you have to take it. So this message he gave to Sumatra. So Sumantra heard the whole of Rama's discourse. Everything that Rama told, he listened to it carefully, which he said with a view to send Sumantra back. Now Sumantra's intention is something else, so he is going to talk in his own way. Now Sumantra lovingly replied to him. He said, if I speak to you without reverence due to affection, like you are so younger than me, and you have to forgive me if I say, like, without any kind of respect, if I speak to you out of affection. I speak considering my full devotion. I have so much devotion for you. That is why I am talking like this. How can I return to the city Ayodhya without you? Because now he is going against Śrī Rāma's will. Śrī Rāma's will is that Sumantra has to go back. But Sumantra does not want to go back. So he is speaking like that. Now he is saying, how can I return to the city Ayodhya without you? The city, it is reduced to a state of a mother stricken with grief of separation from her son. Oh dear child. Now because he saw Śrī Rāma, and he actually played with Śrī Rāma from when he was a baby, right? So that's the reason why he's talking like, oh dear child, people were really struck with sorrow to see this chariot with you at the time of departure from Ayodhya. Now, if they see this chariot without Śrī Rāma, then you know what will happen? The city will split into two. The city itself will break into two like that. The city will reduce to a sad situation on seeing the chariot without you. As a warrior who went to battle, who did not survive, but the charioteer came. Let us say a chariot went for the battle, okay, and then along with a warrior in it. Warrior is gone in the war, and then and what happened? The charioteer is surviving and he came back. Then what will happen, right? Like that, people will look at it and they will look at me in such a way that why did you even come back like that? Even though you are living at a great distance from them, for the people of Ayodhya, you are always in their mind as they keep thinking about you. They are always thinking of you. So today, they might not have eaten anything also. O Śrī Rāma, you witnessed with your own eyes the confusion and the depression that entered the citizens' minds on the occasion of your departure. So now, if they see me alone with this chariot, the people of Ayodhya, they will raise a cry of distress 100 times louder than they actually first when you started, they cried at one volume. Okay, now when they see this chariot without you, they are going to make 100 times louder wail, and like that they will cry. So again, how can I submit to Kausalya? How can I go to Kausalya, and how can I say, your son went to the forest just the way he went to his maternal uncle's place? Do not feel any sorrow. How can I say that? If I cannot make such kind of false report to her, even though it is pleasing to hear. How can I report the unpalatable things that you left for the how can you left for the forest for her to her, like that? And then how will these excellent horses, which are subjected to my control and only drove you and your family, these horses that are there, right? Okay, they always, I told you about the chariot also. The horses that were actual right, they always carried only king and king's family only. Okay, now how can they actually drive without you? Even the chariot also, these horses also will not draw the chariot. That's what he is giving some excuse. And therefore, O sinless prince, I shall not be able to return to Ayodhya without you. Okay, I cannot go back to Ayodhya without you. Under these circumstances, you have to allow me to follow you, and I will share your exile in the forest. I will also come along with you. If you still insist on leaving me, even though I am requesting you to take me with you, I am begging you to take me with you. Okay, I shall enter. I shall enter fire along with the chariot on this spot. That's what he said. Okay, as you are abandoning me. Like no. Oh Raghava, I will come in front of you. I shall repel all those creatures that cause interruptions to your austerities in the forest with the help of this chariot. I will use this chariot and I'll repel all those creatures. And I am blessed with the pleasure of driving your chariot because of your kindness. Now, this is what we want, guys. We want to have this gratitude in our minds. It has to be embedded in it. Okay, this gratitude. Now Sumantra, who has been driving them for so many thousands of years, now he's saying, I am blessed with the pleasure of driving your chariot because of your kindness. Okay, only with your grace, Rama, I hope to enjoy the pleasure of dwelling in the forest with you. Be gracious to me. I desire to be your close associate in the forest. I wish to hear your loving approval in the words, be my close associate. Like that, I want to hear your words. Here, I felt that, what I felt in this context was, maybe Sumantra would get another opportunity. He is ardently asking so much. He might get another opportunity to go along with Sri Rama to the forest and serve him there, as he wished for it with his manas in that way. Okay, that is what I felt when I was actually going through this. And then, now let us come back. O heroic prince, if these horses, they also get the opportunity to serve you while you are dwelling in the forest, even the horses will also get the higher destiny. They will also get the higher destiny because they served you. I shall render my service to you with my head bent low while living in the forest. I will make your paths easy to walk on. In order to be able to do that, I quit Ayodhya. I will not go to Ayodhya. And even Devalokas also I don't want. Okay, and also for good. I raised you from your childhood, Rama, and I lifted you up. I played with you. I took you around. I took you everywhere you wanted to go, like that. So please fulfill my desire, Rama. Like that he asked. And then he even said, I cannot enter into Ayodhya without you, as Amaravati is inaccessible to a sinful one. So if a sinful one, he could, Amaravati is, what do you say, it is the city of Devatas. The city of Devatas name is Amaravati. Okay, can any sinful person go to Amaravati? No. Okay, so I also cannot enter Ayodhya without you, like that. So my ambition is that when your exile in the forest is complete, I would like to take you back to Ayodhya in the same chariot. I will be with you the entire period of exile, and I will wait with you for the 14 years, and I will take you back in the same chariot to Ayodhya. This is my intention. As long as I remain with you in the forest, 14 years, they will pass like moments without any doubt. Whereas, if I have to do otherwise, if I have to go back to Ayodhya, what will happen to those 14 years? They will be looking like, otherwise they will multiply 100-fold. It will become like a 1400 years, like that for me. So, O Prince, who is fond of his dependents. Now look how he is, when you are wanting somebody to do something for you, okay, now he is asking, O Prince, who is fond of his dependents. Meaning, Sumantra is his dependent, right? He actually takes salary from him and works for him, like that. So, you are fond of your dependents, right? So, please do not desert me, your devoted servant. I stand resolved to tread on the path that my master's son chose. Okay, my master is Dasharatha. My master's son is Sri Ram. So you chose a path, and I made a resolution that I am going to stick to the path that you are going on. And I will keep within my bounds. I will not cross my boundaries. I will keep within my bounds. Like that, Sumantra pleaded again and again. Look, so long he begged, he really pleaded Sri Rama. Now Sri Rama, who was compassionate towards his dependents, he replied to Sri Rama, O one who is very devoted and fond of your master, I know you are very, very devoted and you are very fond of your master. I know your supreme devotion towards me. Still, this is a mistake. Even though I would like you to come, if I would like you to come, you cannot come now. This is not the time for you to come. Okay, listen to the reason why I am sending you back to Ayodhya. I am giving you the reason now. Listen to it. If you do not go back, my father might feel worried thinking about what happened to Sri Rama, chariot and all. He will get worried. Already he is going through so many difficulties because of Kaikeyi and because of getting separated from me, because of that rose. What is it?
Hey, you know the one line from Lord of the Rings, why do ladies troubles on a lot?
Okay, yeah. So you are now because of my separation also he is suffering, because of the difficulties given by Kaikeyi also he is suffering. So you are the only one in the ministers who has the ability to console him. You are a good friend of him, because you are not only just a minister but a great friend and a charioteer. And now Sumantra even said, if I take this chariot and go, you know what will happen? People will scold me. Okay, why did I return without Śri Rāma like that? My heart will break into pieces. I cannot stay without you, Śri Rāma. But still, Śri Rāma was not listening. He said, when my youngest brother, when my youngest mother, Kaikeyi, sees you returning to the capital, when she sees you coming to the capital, then only she will feel convinced that I have left for the forest. Okay, otherwise Kaikeyi is not going to be satisfied. If you don't return, she will not know what happened. She will not believe that I went to the forest and suspect the king to be a liar. She will suspect that king has been lying and you guys made some kind of arrangement like that, she will think. Okay, and then that you and I made a plan and all, king, you and I, we together we made a plan like that, she will suspect. Okay, she will suspect the king as Midhyavadi. Midhyavadi meaning not sticking to the thing and trying to make their own plans, not to deviate from the Satya like that. And now she has to believe that I went to the forest. So this is my first intention in sending you back to Ayodhya. So my first intention is Kaikeyi has to believe that I actually went to the forest. Okay, so keep this in mind, guys, because why we will understand later. My youngest brother should get the kingdom, protected by Bharata, and Bharata needs to rule the kingdom. This is another thing. Therefore, O Sumantra, you have to return to the kingdom for my pleasure and also for the pleasure of the emperor. Okay, please deliver all the messages that you have been asked to deliver, and also in the way you are asked to do. Like, do not deliver it just like in the way. That is the greatness of the messenger, guys. Messenger is, they are supposed to even convey the tone and convey the mood and make sure it is conveyed properly the way it was told. Okay, they should not add anything, they should not forget anything. And at the same time, the mood is also important. All these things are important. So you are supposed to deliver all the messages and also in the way you are asked to. Thus, Śri Rāma consoled the charioteer again and again by offering him an explanation. Now Śri Rāma, he can convince anyone, right? So like that, now Sumantra does not have an option. So Sumantra silently went from there and went to a side and stood on the side like that. Now, so that the Sumantra's and Śri Rāma's conversation is complete now. Now you can understand how ardently everybody wants to go with Śri Rāma and how Śri Rāma convinced him. Now, Śri Rāma looked at Guha and he spoke to Guha boldly. He said, on this occasion, it is not proper for me to stay here. If I stay here for longer, it's not right. I have to keep going. The Gangā river banks, it is full. They are full of sages, and many people, if they know if I am here, they'll keep coming here. And your state is also, even your state, the kingdom that you rule, the state and all that you rule, it is also full of lot of people. You have lot of population in your, even though it is a forest, there are a lot of, I told you how there are a lot of villages which are decked in the forest, which are known as Pakkanas, and there are also very, very lot of people living there under Guha's rule. So I cannot stay in a forest where my own people are present. This also comes under the, obviously, everybody comes under the Dasharatha only like that. Now, he even said, I like to be with you, but you are experiencing pleasures while you are staying in the forest. Guha is like, this is also forest, you can stay in the forest here, right? Like, but in the forest here, you are experiencing pleasures, Guha. You are living happily. Okay, I need to go to a place away from the people. So, to stay alone. So, Śri Rāma said like this to Guha, said, why do you have to go far? Stay alone, stay here only. And so this is forest only, but it has lot of people, and when many people live, it cannot be considered as a forest like that, Rama said. So I need to live in an ashrama and practice the austerities, and I have to follow the procedure to be followed for this purpose, along with Sītā and Lakshmana. Oh, and this is for the welfare of my father. Why is he doing all of this? For the welfare of his father. So I have to take up the sacred vow of Vanavasa, and I am dressed as an ascetic. Look at my clothes. I am wearing all the clothes made of tree fiber. Okay, so now I have to follow the procedure also, and I have to take up the sacred vow, and I have to wear matted hair. Till now he did not had matted hair. Okay, his hair was nicely combed, and his hair was very good, like properly seasoned with things and all. Now he has to wear matted hair. So that is, now he asked Guha, please bring the milky latex. When there is a banyan tree, when you actually pierce it, a white kind of milk kind of thing, milky latex, it comes out of tree sap. Okay, not tree sap, it's a white kind of thing that comes out of that banyan tree. So can you please bring that? It is known as Nyagrodha in Nyagrodha tree in Sanskritam. Okay, Marri Chettu in Telugu, obviously. So Marripalu, they call it Marripalu or banyan, milky latex from the banyan tree. So what happens? Well, let us understand what happens when one keeps this thing. It is away from the general knowledge. Okay, when one applies the Marripalu to their head, that milky latex to their head from the banyan tree, their hair will not be affected by the lice. You guys know the lice, right? Lice, the small kind of things that are in your hair. Okay, no, like lice. Okay. Anyway, even if one does not take head bath also, even if they don't take head bath also, then there won't be lice or any itching and the hair will not fall. And people living in forest, they won't have any chance to, they won't have the chance to take head baths all the time. Frequently, like normal people in the cities and villages do, they don't have like that. So they apply that milky latex and tie a rudraksha around it and go. Okay, rudraksha is also a big kind of thing, fruit of a tree like that. No, rudraksha tree. No, Sri Rama. So when he asked it like that, Sri Rama, now I want you to imagine it. Okay, Vithala, come here. 1 second, please. No, come here. Now, Sri Rama, the tiger among men, who was possessing long arms, okay, who was possessing long arms, he took that latex along with Lakshmana. Okay?
Latex?
Latex, milky latex thing, okay, from the Lakshmana, milky, the sap, tree sap, let us say that. Okay, and they formed their own locks, and by applying the latex to the hair, and then they made it into a mass of clotted hair. It became like a clotted hair. Jatalu, it's like that. And then they wore they kept it on top of their head, okay, like this. Then they wore the distinguishing mark of an ascetic. Now they were dressed in ascetic clothes with rounded mass of matted locks on their heads. Those two brothers, Śri Rāma and Lakshmana, looked as charming as two rishis. They were looking like rishis. And Śri Rāma and Lakshmana now took up the sacred vow of according to Shastras. Okay, like that. Now Śri Rāma along with Lakshmana, they adopted the Vanaprastha ashrama. Temporarily, not it's only for 14 years. Okay, Vanaprastha ashrama meaning they are going to in the method proposed by Vaikhanasa Maharshi. Say that? Vaikhanasa. No, it's not same thing. Okay, hence it's known as Vaikhanasa. Say that? Vaikhanasa. No, okay, I could not hear. And then he asked for Guha's help. So here also he did not take up that ashrama in the any way he wants. He knows lot of mantras. He knows all shastras, all mantras he knows. But he used that method of Vaikhanasa Maharshi and took up the Vanaprastha ashrama temporarily, and he wore the matted locks like that. And then he asked for Guha's help in crossing the river. And he said how he asked, we are going to talk. Sri Rama said to Guha, "O Guha, now remain vigilant in the matter of your army," because he is the emperor, so he will say, right? So he asked, in the matter of your army, you be vigilant, okay? And treasury also, you have to be vigilant. And with your fortress, how the people and as a state is recognized as most difficult to protect, because everything, guys, okay, every entity needs to be strong in order for the kingdom to be strong. Okay, if a state is strong, the country will be strong. So that's the reason why he's saying now Sri Rama is giving us the political the discourse here. Let us think like that. So one has to remain vigilant in the matter of their army, treasury, fortress, and the people, and because the state is recognized as most difficult one to protect. Thus, the Ikshvaku Nandana, now Rama, he took leave of Guha, leave from Guha. And Sri Rama, who is undisturbed all the time, he is always sthita prajna, like that. Okay, then he quickly departed along with his consort and Lakshmana. Sthita prajna meaning one who is balanced in all kinds of situations, sorrow, happiness. He does not get too happy, he does not get sorrowful, like that. Okay, he is same at all the time. And he saw the boat on the river. Now in the landing place, the boat came, right? And it was keen. It looked as though it was keen to cross the swift flowing Gangā. It was looking like that. And he spoke to Lakshmana. Now Lakshmana, hold the boat tightly, standing there, as Sītā, who is timid. Sītā is a little scared to, in order to get, how to get into the boat, she will be thinking like that, right? So in order to get on the boat, hold the boat tightly so it won't move. Boats, they go like this, they keep going like this in the river, right? River is always flowing also, it's not just a small canal or stream. So then you go onto the boat, after that I will go, like that he said. So first let Sītā climb onto the boat, and then you go, and then after that I'll go. And there are a lot of boatsmen there and helmsmen also there in that boat. It's a very big boat. Okay. And hearing his, and all the weapons and ornaments, all these things are also kept. Okay, and they took the weapons, some weapons with them. And hearing this elder brother's command, Lakshmana, he helped Sītā get into the boat first, okay, by holding the boat tightly, and then he got onto the boat. And Guha, the ruler of Nishadas, he commanded his kinsmen to row the boat across the river. Now let us wait here, okay? Let us go someplace here in order to experience. There are several things several people said, okay? In Veda Vyasa, this Ramayana is written by sage Valmiki, we know that, okay? This sage Valmiki is 24th Mahayuga's Vyasa, we know that. Now we are talking about the latest Vyasa, Krishna Dvaipayana. He wrote a Ramayanam called Adhyatma Ramayana. What is the Ramayana? Adhyatma Ramayana, in which, very good, in which Rama is described as Paramatma. Okay, in that Adhyatma Ramayana, there is a shloka which is told by a boatman. Okay, a boatman told this shloka when Vishwamitra was crossing the Gangā along with Śri Rāma and Lakshmana. He said, Prabhu, please stay. It's a very funny kind of thing, but I want you to imagine it, okay? It happened in that. It really happened only. But in Valmiki Ramayana, they won't say everything. That's the reason why. So, whatever is related, we will talk. Prabhu, please stay. I want to wash your lotus feet. Then Śri Rāma looked at him smilingly and he said, why? Why do you want to wash my feet? Like that he asked. And then he said, why? The boatman said, I heard that by the touch of the dust under your feet, your feet has dust under it, and it flew and it touched a rock like a thing, and it changed, that rock kind of structure changed into a woman. I heard that. That is the reason why. Generally rock which is hard changed into a person when touched by the dust of your just foot, like that. This boat is less harder than rock. Okay, this boat is made of wood, so it is less harder than that rock. And if you keep your foot on that, what is going to happen to it? Okay, and that is my worry. If this boat becomes a lady and says that I am your wife, my original wife cannot take this. She'll come behind me holding a stick, and I have to run away from her. Okay, that is the reason why. And also, if this boat is gone, how this is my profession. I actually make people cross the boat, cross the river, and I will get the money from them. Okay, that is how I earn my money. And now what happens if my profession will be gone and I will be without money? So I heard that story where how your feet can make anyone into a human. The dust under your feet can make anyone into a human. So I heard that story. Okay, hence I want to wash your feet, like that. But this was not, but there was a poetess called Mulla, okay, who took up this concept from Adhyatma Ramayana, and she said that Guha actually washed it. She has a padyam also there, but who did was actually another boatman. It was not Guha. But the problem is, in movies and all, they incorporated that it is Guha, but because they take it from Mulla Ramayana, that is her own, that is how they took it. Mulla is another poetess who wrote Ramayanam in Telugu.
So then what's the issue with them isn't that?
There is nothing, but she said that Guha is the one who said this. Guha wanted to wash his feet and all, but actually Guha is Rama's friend.
That's like, I keep thinking that
Rama's friend, Guha.
You gave her money.
Okay, so I hope did I confuse you guys by saying this? I hope I did not. If you did not, please ask me. If I confused you, please ask
Wait,
me.
auntie, so ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే గుహ అసలు వాష్ చేయలేదు.
Guha actually did not wash the feet. Yes, correct. But Mulla incorporated that padyam from Adhyatma Ramayana and she made it for Guha, and because she used her this thing there and she used it like that. Okay, that's the thing. So that boatman pretended to be scared so he can wash the feet. So one thing is, he pretended to be scared, so he wanted to wash the feet of Rama. Otherwise he won't get the opportunity to wash the feet of Rama, right? So, and Rama knows that. That's why he smilingly asked, why do you want to wash my feet? Like that Rama also asked. So that is the reason. So reason is, if one washes Rama's feet with Ganga, why is this important? If anyone washes Rama's feet with Ganga, okay, those whose feet, from whom Ganga is born, okay, Ganga is born from the feet of Vishnu, right? Vishnu Padodbhava Ganga, okay, and that Ganga, you use that Ganga and wash his feet again with that, one will get eternal Vaikunta. They will get Vaikunta, they will go to the Vaikunta forever, like that. Okay, so that is from Adhyatma Ramayana, we got that covered. Now let us come back to our Valmiki Ramayana. Now the glorious Śrī Rāma, he got into the boat last, right? He said, right? First, Sītā has to climb. But there were boatsmen and helpsmen already in the boat. Okay, remember that. Now he got into the boat last, and while he was getting into the boat, he chanted the mantras as per Shastras, just like Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. Okay, there are some mantras to be chanted when you are about to go on travel, when you are about to cross the boat. There are some mantras that one needs to chant. Okay, and Śrī Rāma is aware of all those mantras. So he chanted those mantras. Some people think of them as Chadastam. Chadastam meaning eccentric, fussy. What is it talking about? What is this? I don't believe in all this kind of stuff. This is something that comes to people's mind immediately. Oh, to some extent, okay. Beyond that, I don't think so. Something like that they say. But Rama himself is doing it. That means it is there. Okay, but if we see Śrī Rāma, we will see how many dharmas he followed. And there is a mantra when one is climbing onto a boat before taking a bath in river, ocean. You cannot just enter into the ocean like that and hey, go play and all. We should not. There is a rule. There are certain mantras. Okay, there is a mantra in Vedas which states, which starts with Daivim Navam, like that. It starts with Daivim Navam. Say that? Daivim Navam. Okay, that is chanted by Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. So, and others have to do the Namaskara with shlokas. Not others don't have to chant that, but Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, they have to use these things. And why? Others have to do, there is a Namaskara stotra that is there, that they have to do with shlokas. And why do you have to do this? Means, those who want Atma Sukha, meaning your own comfort, your own pleasure, like that, they have to chant the mantras. If you want that, you have to chant it. There is a sukta in Rigveda. Rigveda has a sukta which has seen by Vishwamitra, which is about Ganga. It is called Gangā Suktam. Vishwamitra is the one who saw that. Because Veda mantras, they cannot be composed. Okay, they are there in the air. They have to only be seen. They can only be seen. And then they make note of it. That. So it is a mantra that is relating to crossing the Ganga river. So we consider rivers as devatas. Remember, all the Nadi devatas generally, if they are flowing in from west to east, they have presiding deities that are in female form. Okay, presiding deities will be generally for Nadi devatas. For rivers, the presiding deities will be in the female form. And for Parvatas, for mountains, the presiding deities will be in the male form. Remember that. Okay, for Parvatas, the presiding deities will be in the male form, and for rivers, it will be in the female form. And so, it is a mantra. So, we consider rivers as devatas, right? Hence, we need permission to cross the river. Okay, because they are devatas. And we need permission to take a bath in it. If you are going to take a dip in it, in the ocean or in the river, we need permission from them. How do you get that permission? Okay, first, we have to go there. If you don't know the shloka, that's fine. You can go say, Amma, I am going to take bath in you. This is for the river. But if it is ocean, you have to say Samudra is a male form. Okay, so you say, Ayya, I am going to, Ayya meaning, sir, I am going to take bath in you. Like that. Okay, please give me your permission. And show your grace to me. Be graceful to me. So make sure I am protected all the time. Like that. Okay, and so you have to say that. And then you have to take some soil from the bank. Okay, that's the next step. Second step is, first you seek permission with your words. You don't have to say it out loud. You can say it with your manas and they will listen. Okay, then you have to take some soil on the banks and offer into it. First you offer the soil into the river or the ocean. And then you have to do Achamana. Ocean you cannot. Okay, for river you have to do Achamana. And then you have to say Sankalpa. Sankalpa meaning, why am I doing this bath? I am for the purpose of getting rid of my sins. Okay, like that, that's Sankalpa. And who am I? And what is the date, what is the time, all these kind of things, that is the Sankalpa. Okay, and then enter the river and then take the holy dip. That is the procedure for one has to get into the river like that. Some people enter the rivers without doing any of these things. If you take bath like that, that is not considered a bath. Okay, I did Nadi Snana, no, that's not considered a bath. Moreover, it is considered as a sin because you showed disrespect towards the river, you showed disrespect towards the ocean. So, for that reason, it is better not to take a bath at all, not to go into that thing at all. It's better to do that in a river instead of doing like this. Okay, this is one thing we all have to remember because Florida is full of beaches. We do not know all these rules. Please, now you know. Till now, you whatever you
Entering
do.
the water and taking
Wait,
a bath.
auntie, ఇంకొకసారి రిపీట్ చేయరా? Like, how is it like different from the river అనేసి?
River, okay. Can you say that again, Nana? One more time. You want
అది
to
మీరు
know?
ఇప్పుడే లైక్ మీరు ఇప్పుడే చెప్పారు కదా రివర్ కి సముద్రానికి డిఫరెన్స్
Ocean,
ఏంటంటే
ocean, okay. Ocean ki presiding deity, for the ocean presiding deity is a male form. Okay? That is the difference. Okay, so you say,
కానీ
you don't
ఇప్పుడు
say,
పద్ధతులు కూడా వేరే ఉంటాయని చెప్పారు కదా అది
పద్ధతి వేరే ఉండదు నాన్న. పద్ధతి is the same. You have to seek permission. Okay? You have to seek permission knowing that you cannot consider Samudra Devata as in a female form. You have to consider that in a male form and then you seek permission. I am going to trying to take a bath in you. So please give me your permission and show your grace on me. Okay, you have to say this. You have to say, show your grace because you need to be protected by the waters. That's the reason why. And then, Achamana don't do because it is salt water. That's the reason why I said. Then you have to take some soil on the banks, on the shore, and then put it in that first, and then only you enter. Okay, and then only you put your foot in that. And then you have to say Sankalpa, like who are you? What is your name? And there are certain Samudra Snanam, like when you are going to the Samudra Snanam, you cannot do it on all days. There are certain days that are prescribed for Samudra Snanam. Only on that days you can go. Like Kartika, Purnami, there are some days on which you can go. Okay, just like that you cannot go. Okay, that will be also considered as sin. Like that. Those are all. I hope I am clear. Yeah. Now,
అర్థమైంది.
okay, thank you. Now, let us go. Now, Śrī Rāma did Achamana after entering the boat. Even Sītā also did it and felt gratified. Lakshmana also did it. Lakshmana also did the same. Now, we are back in the Ramayana again. Okay, further, Śrī Rāma, he bid farewell to Sumantra, who was there on the banks. Okay, like that, and as well as to the celebrated Guha also, and his army which was there on the banks. And he occupied his seat on the boat. The boat had a lot of seats. Okay, and he urged the boatmen to row the boat. He said, come on, keep going like that. And the boatmen also, they rowed. And the helmsmen, who were responsible for steering the ship, hey, this way, that way, they directed the boat. And they propelled by the swift movement. It's not a small river. It's very, very big river from this side to that side. Okay, they're crossing that. And it's very swift movement. And the boat, it was propelled by the swift movement of the beautiful oars. The oarsmen, what they were doing like that, the boatmen. And then it moved swiftly across the rivers. And they were going in they reached the middle of Bhagirathi. Oh, now comes the auspicious thing. I want you all to sit straight. Okay, I want you all to imagine this because this gives a lot of great results. I'm telling you in advance. Okay, please imagine. As they reached the middle of Bhagirathi, Vaidehi, she said, please take the boat slowly, like that she asked. And now they started going slowly now. They stayed there for some time. Okay, as they were traveling in water. And this shows that we have to do namaskara to the river in the manner when we are traveling. In this manner, we are traveling on a river. This is a great yoga. Because to get to cross on the river is also a great yoga. And it is a great tradition as well. We have to do namaskara and get the blessings of the river. Moreover, this is Gangā. It is Jagannātha, right? So, a daughter of Himavan. Remember, she is the daughter of Himalayas. And actually, she is born from the feet of Lord Vishnu. We talked about that. One who is in the Jata Juta of Shiva. We have to remember all of those things when we think of Gangā. And now, Vaidehi did namaskara to that river. She said, oh Gangā, you are protected on all sides by you. We should be protected on all sides by you. May the son of Dasharatha and a great one, okay, who does not get affected by sorrows and pleasures. Dhimata. He does not get affected by pleasures and sorrows like that. We are all crossing you right now. This is the beginning of 14 years of Vanavasa for us. So we are wishing that this stay in the forest has to happen without any obstacles and with safety. we all have to come back again safely. With your protection, we all will be able to do Vanavasa happily. We'll live in the forest happily like that. O Devi, O Gange, O auspicious one, with all my desires fulfilled, I shall worship you. O Tripathaga, Tripathaga meaning the river that flows in three worlds. One in above the worlds meaning Sarga, Martya meaning human world, and as well as in Patala Loka meaning under the underworlds also. Everywhere. Yeah. And you fulfill everybody's desires. And those who take a dip in you, they go to Brahmaloka. And thus you are taking them to eternal Kaivalya. Okay, you are taking them to eternal Kaivalya. And with your grace, we will get all auspicious things. And Brahma kept you in his Kamandalu. You are there in the Kamandalu of Brahma. And you were born from Vishnu's feet. And Shiva imprisoned you in Jatajuta. And also, you are seen as a consort of ocean god. You are the consort of ocean god. You go and I told you, right, for all the rivers, ocean god is the consort. Meaning, but she is the principal one. She is the first one, like that. She is the Patta Mahishi, like that. And I greet you and I extol you, Amma. We are doing namaskaram to you. Once we come back, Amma, and when Śri Rāma has safely returned and regained his throne, I will do jataras for you, Amma. Jatara. Okay, I will do jatara for you. Jatara is a kind of processions, so a lot of worship they do for the deities like that. And I will offer you a lot of delicious food and beverages to you and give them in donation to people. When I say I will offer to you, does not mean they will take the food and pour it in Ganga all the time. Not like that, or not the entire food. A little they will put. But they will offer as Naivedya and then they will give them in donation to people. And she also said, I will do Godana. Godana meaning 100,000 cows of Godana. Okay, 100,000 cows I will give in donation. And I will give Vastras, clothes. And I will give Annam, meaning food, to Brahmanas with an intent to please you, to please Ganga. This is all for the sake of Ganga I am doing this. To please Ganga. On behalf of Ganga I am doing this. Like this. And I shall do all these donations such as Annadana, Vastradana, Godana, etc. Imam me Gange, like that. There are Veda mantras. By chanting all those things, we will do all those things. All the donations. And after returning to Ayodhya Amma, I shall worship you and offer the beverages that are liked by Devatas. Here, Sura Ghata Sahasrena, that is what is said in Ramayana. You know, many people, why I am telling you this is, later if you get interested and look at the Sanskrit Ramayanam, people wrote wrong meanings to that. I want you to be aware of that. Because Sura people converted it as alcohol. That's not true. Sura here means Devatas. Okay, so many people say wrong meaning that I will offer you alcohol and all. That is wrong. Very, very papam, sin to even say those kind of meanings. Oh Devi, please be pleased with me, like that. Now, she said she will offer the beverages that are liked by Devatas. That's what it actually means. So, oh Devi, be pleased with me. Your banks are auspicious and like when we consider this, there are many sacred rivers in Bharat. Why are they so sacred? One reason is they are naturally sacred because of their sacred waters. Because they have divine birth, like that. And another reason is on these sacred rivers, there are many devatas that are around. If you take Ganga, there is Kashi, there is Haridwar. There is so along the banks of Ganga, you will come across so many kshetras, so many different kinds of devatas, who are very, very powerful. Okay, and now she is telling, they all came by them, all the devatas, they came by themselves, okay, like that, in the form of idols. Now Sītā is saying, without any doubt, I shall worship all the devatas that are there on your banks, Amma. I will take tirtha from them and attain the grace of those devatas, and we shall have darshana of all the mandiras there. We will go to all the mandirams, all the temples there, and we'll have the darshana. And may the sinless Śri Rāma, Lakshmana and I come back safely from the stay in the forest. Okay, oh sinless Amma. Like that, she did the worship. Now, Guru said that, while listening to all of this, Sītā Amma worshipping Ganga, Guru said that Sītā worshipped Ganga in a proper manner. She even lit lamps there and left in Ganga, like that. That's what they said. That this part is a great part. Whoever listens to this, it is said that whoever listens to this part, they will get the result of doing puja to Ganga. Okay, we all get the result of doing puja to Ganga like this. So for those who listen to this part with faith and devotion, they will definitely get the result of Sītā doing the puja to Ganga in the middle of the Ganga. That result we will all get. That is what Guru said. Okay. I want to leave it here for today. Okay. So let us leave it like let us pause where there is divine feeling. Okay. Śrī Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Śrī Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Śrī Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Shri Hanuman Jaya Hanuman Jaya Jaya Hanuman. 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 Shri Rama Sharanam Mama. Shri Rama Sharanam Mama. Shri Rama Sharanam Mama.